Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's gratitude and affirmation walk. Thank you so much for being here. I almost lost my voice on the intro. Okay, so happy Thursday, everyone. That is the number one gratitude. We've made it to Thursday, or as I like to call it sometimes, Friday Eve. Depends on the week. But Wednesday is always Wednesday and Thursday Eve. I found that my weeks just roll smooth like that. And number two gratitude, I did find the deer, or a deer, but it's kind of back there in the woods. I don't think I'm going to get a clear shot for you guys, but we'll look to see who else is over here. And after I stopped, I can't believe this, after I stopped the video yesterday, there was the biggest buck. Bigger than the one that we saw over here. Antlers were twice as big. That just ran across the road, right in front of me. And I was like, I don't know where you came from, but all right. All right, not seeing anything yet. It smells interesting out here today, like grass, like alfalfa or something. Oh, such an interesting smell. I have been getting like weird smells ever since I started reintroducing food back into my diet. So I don't know what that says, whether my nose just wasn't working right or it's now not working right. Who knows? Okay, so third gratitude. I found one. Oh, it's the bug, I think. Oh my god, no, not the bug. I'll try and just walk like really slowly for you guys. You see that? Oh my god, it is the bug. He only has one. Oh, I bet you yesterday. Oh, he just kind of went to the woods that way. Or maybe there's not deer. But I bet you. I thought he had 2 antlers. Maybe he's only had one, and maybe that's one of the antlers got caught or something yesterday, and that's all the struggle. Or it fell off. Who knows? Interesting. Okay, so we got a 1 antler buck. And we got the other buck I saw yesterday that had 2 beautiful antlers. He was thick. With 2 Ks. Oh, there he is. Oh, can you guys see him? Right back there. It's interesting. The buck is so much more aware, I guess, of people. The does are, just the female, they're not as scared. I don't know if that's just because they graze more or what, but anyways, that's cool. We saw the buck, and he only has 1 set of antlers, or 1 antler. So I hope everything is looking just like soggy today, and I hope it rains, but I don't know if it actually did. We're in a little bit of a dry spell right now. We haven't had rain in quite some time, and it has been some days in the 70s to 80s, which is so obscene for November here. Also, I swear, anytime I go outside, I just found another bug bite on myself this morning, and I'm like, there's something over here. I don't know where. I might just stand over here so I can see. I hear it. It's... think there's probably multiple. I just don't know where they're coming from. Because I hear them moving. Anyways, we'll sit for a second. But tell me why I'm getting bug bites in the middle of November. So crazy. And maybe, just maybe, the deer will appear. Or maybe that's birds, but it sounded a little too big. I don't know how much. I don't know how much the phone picks up. The noises, the shuffling noises that I hear. So, number 3, I saw, or is it number 2? I don't know. Yeah, so the first one was Thursday. Second one was the deer. Third was, I was on number 3. All right, number 3. Guess we can go forwards to backwards in my day yesterday. The sky was so cool. I woke up to like a pinkish sunrise, and then ending the day yesterday, there were all these storm clouds that were like rolling in the sky. They looked so cool. No rain though. We really, really need the rain. Like if you look on this log, here, I'll zoom in a little bit, but it's usually the water line is kind of like up to here. So we've lost about 4 inches. Yeah, we kind of really need the rain. And for it to be like 70s, 80s in November with mosquitoes is just not right. So I hope the rain does come today. But day started off great yesterday. It was a day that number 4, this is going to be a different gratitude, but I am so grateful that adding in sugar is over. As much as possible, I try not to eat or bake with the refined sugar, the regular sugar, that table sugar. I usually use stevia, or I'll use honey, or just something else. And while I can recognize that honey might have the refined sugar in it, it doesn't make me feel as bad as eating that sugar. So, oh gosh, it was not a pleasant experience yesterday. So the first thing I did was I put a tablespoon of sugar in. I put my almond milk and, all of I don't even strain it. I just put all of it in the pulp into a little Tupperware with chia seeds. And then that's what I eat for breakfast. And I will say, guys, 3-day almond milk is so much creamier than 1 or 2 day. It's almost like you could probably sweeten it a little bit, but I've been okay with it. It's got enough flavor for me. But so I dumped a tablespoon of sugar in it, and I was like, I wonder how sweet that's going to be. It's probably going to be sweet enough considering I haven't been doing sugar. That was just, it was like sickly sweet. And my teeth immediately kind of started hurting. How I know that I've had too much sugar, even if it's in, like baked goods and whatnot, is my teeth will just start to ache. And then that's my sign of like, I've had too much sugar, I need to cut back. So to sit and try and eat that yesterday, it was just so grossly sweet. And then for lunch, I had what I thought was a really good idea. And instead of just pouring sugar on my salad, the radishes, I was like, well, it's probably the same concept as pouring some sugar over fruit like strawberries, and I'll bring out the flavor and make them taste sweeter. And so I thought that it would lightly sweeten the radishes. So I put them in a tablespoon of sugar in a little container, shook it up, and then didn't eat it until maybe 20-30 minutes later. Guys, it just made like a pool of sugar water in it. And so I'm like fishing these radishes out, right? Keep in mind, they were dehydrated a little bit because they've been meal prepped, been sitting in my fridge. And oh my God, that was one of the worst salads. I was so unhappy eating it because it still turned my entire salad this like sweet flavor and interacted with the olive oil and like the pesto dressing it just was not. And so by the end of like when dinner rolled around, I was like, I cannot force myself to eat another tablespoon of sugar. And so I had pretty much all the same symptoms that I had. What's really interesting is I'm learning which foods impact my stomach and which foods impact my intestines. So the butter, stomach was totally fine with. My intestines, slight discomfort. Not enough to like really cause a lot of concern, but the sugar did exactly what I assumed it was going to do. It made my teeth hurt, and my stomach was just, it felt sick. It didn't hurt. There wasn't any pain, but it felt sick. And, that kind of carried over into today. My stomach still is feeling sick. So not really a surprise with sugar. I do want to test stevia and see if I have the same, worse, or better reaction with stevia. So I don't know when I'll test that. I kind of need a break. That was not fun. There is something over there. I'm still waiting for it to appear. I haven't seen anything. So grateful that that's done. The next thing that I'm going to try, we're going to go a little out of order. So, people who take writing lessons from, they're so kind. They gave me I think it's a deliciosa squash, a deliosa, something like that. And they were telling me how to cook it, and I'm excited to try it. So I'm probably going to do that next. And the next day I add something in, it's Thursday, Friday, is Saturday. So I'll add it in on Saturday. It'll be nice to have more of a solid food, and we'll see how that goes. My guess is that I am going to have some reaction. Growing up, like there were two things that were my favorite things that my grandma would cook. And frozen peas, which the frozen is important because my family really only got the canned peas, and I would get so excited. There's nothing quite like how my grandmother made peas. I swear to God. And there's a mosquito. So we're going to go because I don't feel like getting another bug bite. All right. So stream. Sorry we didn't catch wherever the deer is. But, And so the second thing that I was so excited for as a kid, she would make butternut squash. And I'd have like a whole bowl of it, a whole bowl of peas. I really enjoyed them. And I look back and I definitely got inflammation from it. So I don't think I've had this type of squash though. So I am very curious to see what happens. And then now that I've like eliminated a lot of stuff, is my reaction going to change? I will say, since going on the diet, one of the most clear signs that I had a lot of inflammation, my fingers would turn red and get slightly swollen, but it was more of like I would look down and my fingers were it looked like I just like put them in red paint. And then the other thing that would happen as I got older, this one was not great. Like I can deal with my hands, right? It didn't cut, like they just felt warm, didn't really cause me a whole lot of discomfort. But my wrists, my joints would ache so painfully. Not all of my joints though. It was really weird. It was my wrists, And then sometimes my knees, I can tell it was really bad when my ankles would start up as well. So I have not had that. I'm feeling pretty good weight-wise too. I think I said in another video I was down to like 140, which I just feel like I have energy. And I've been kind of like at 143, so I'm really excited to like start lifting again. But still waiting. Probably be at the end of this month. And so I feel like I have energy, which is good. Stomach still, but hey, don't have to do sugar again. I don't usually have anything that contains sugar in my house. And it's not really, I don't know, like I want like the baked goods more than I want anything that's straight sugar. Like I don't ever crave candy. Chocolate, I don't really care about. You know, I do enjoy dark chocolate every once in a while. But, yeah, no. So, alright, that's number 3. We're done with that. We can keep on moving. In the great scheme of things, my stomach's really just feels gucky. But, as my nephew would say, they don't say yucky, he says gucky. It's so funny. Alright, that's enough about that. Number 4. Laundry. Check. I have the clothes that I put in the drying rack. Took the pile of them off today. Just need to put them away. There's a few more that didn't dry fully. They're going to be sitting on there. But other than that, I am done laundry, which is awesome. Did that. Check that off for yesterday. Number 5 for the day. What was the other thing I told? Oh, podcast. Did the podcast yesterday. It's a really cool episode on synesthesia and some of the other Asias that I don't remember. Oh, there's a bear. Look at it. Well, it's going. I always like when they stop and they look at you and you're like, what? You're not chasing me? What are you? Are you still a threat? I'm just gonna walk this way. Look at how cute it is. And away we go. I don't know. That might be the one that I saw in the woods when I first started that I wasn't going to be able to get a shot for you guys. I don't see. I'm curious. Let's see. I can kind of go through these trees and see if there's any more I can get for you guys. I think that was the only one. Nope. Alright. 4, laundry, done. 5, podcast. Podcast will be up by today. So I'm going to keep walking, go home. It does take a while to download and export, and then for me to create the YouTube video, but at some point today that is going to be up. We are back on track. But yeah, it was a great episode. Can't wait to see what we're going to talk about next for next week. Number 6. 6 for the day. I did finally get to talk to my friend from California. And it was a great conversation. I ended up telling her, I was like, hey, I want to call. Oh, this is so funny. Told her I wanted to call one of my other friends, who also lives in California. And I was like, oh, I saw in another group chat it's her birthday. Wrong person. So I'm going to message her today and be like, hey, it's actually not your birthday, but I hope you had a good day anyways. So, and I'll see if I can talk to her today. And there's another friend I have. Her name's Alex. She's in New York. And I want to catch up with her as well. Maybe even plan out a time for me to go and hang out with her. But good day catching up with some of my friends yesterday. So what is that? Number 6? Yes. Number 7. Now, the one thing I didn't get a chance to do was the finances. But now that, but I did, number 7, grateful that I cleaned out the vacuum cleaner. I vacuumed the whole house. The house is looking really nice. I always like also going over the floors in the kitchen and vacuuming because such a quick way to make the house just feel like clean and keep it clean. I prefer vacuuming to sweeping, so that's my 7. Number 8 for the day. With the energy that I had yesterday, I'm very grateful that I was able to have still a slow day, a good day, keep up with everything. I also meal prep. Cooked sweet potatoes yesterday, and that was it. It was really nice to get a break from meal prepping. However, today we're back to doing I think it's radishes and the 2 meats, so ground beef and chicken, which part of me wonders if some of my stomach being upset is the chicken, that maybe I didn't cook it well enough, but we'll see. What are we on? 9 for the day. I just have to point out this branch doesn't, from far away, I don't know if it'll show up on the phone, but this branch that's right there looks kind of green. And it looks more green in life than it is showing up on the phone. But anyways. So, what are we on? 9 for the day. I also got a lot of gratitudes around just like organization. Picked up or like organized things in my room yesterday. It's nice to feel like I'm actually getting rid of what I no longer need, and I need to start going through my closet. So we're getting close to that and getting some of the other stuff out of the way. I was not able also to get to my emails yesterday. That'll probably be a today thing, but I'm grateful that it just feels more organized, and I'm going to make space in my closet and just finally decide, like, do I really want some of these things anymore? Because I've been thinking a lot about my words that I'm choosing for next year: fulfilled dreams and community. I might even throw back another word in there to tie that, like either love or nourishment. Not sure. I greatly enjoyed having nourishment as my word of this year. It's just led to some beautiful things. And the sneezes continue. Okay. So, that's going to be my number 9 for yesterday. And then number 10, I feel like there's something that I know what it is. Drying rack. So yesterday was the first day I got to use the drying rack, and let me tell you, wow, how easy it was to stand there and just put things on the rack instead of spread them out all over my tub and the countertops and my shower, and oh gosh, it just felt so organizing. So I'm so grateful that I got that drying rack. And it's easy to like shift things off of it, and man, what a blessing. So I'm grateful for the drying rack. I also think it saved me a lot of time. And I just can kind of put it in my tub and just forget about it for a little bit. Okay, so those are the gratitudes. Let's do the affirmations, and then we'll go into the message. Number 1, as always, I'm divinely guided and supported. I can ask for help whenever I need it, and I humbly ask for help today. Number 2, I love myself deeply, fully, and completely. Number 3, miracles and blessings are a common occurrence across my day. I love to see them. I deeply desire more. Number 4, I lean deep into nourishment and healing of self. Number 5, terrible dreams last night, so we're doing this one. Number 5, sleep is my divine practice. Deep, refreshing, peaceful, healing, soul refreshing sleep is available, and uninterrupted sleep is available to me each and every day, and I claim it today and every day. Our house was so hot yesterday. I don't remember a November that it has been this hot, and because of it, our house was it was way too warm for me for sleeping. I don't do well sleeping in the warmth. I have bad dreams. Interesting that that's what occurs, but it does. And so yeah, I just I got sleep last night, but it wasn't pleasant. Number 6 for the day. I'm not going to stress. Everything is being worked out for my ultimate good. It's already prepared for me. There's already a solution that's been implemented for my highest good and the good of all, and I can just be in my receiving energy and lean into curiosity, fun, excitement, joy. Number 7, choose again, and I choose better for myself. Number 8, I have infinite possibilities. Affirming this because I'm making some decisions soon. I have infinite possibilities in which to choose from, and I am empowered and powerful in making the decision that is most exciting, fun, fulfilling, loving, nourishing, healthy, and supportive for where I'm at in life right now, and that is for my ultimate good. Number 9, I think we're on 9. 9 for the day. It's a brand new day, fresh start. Let's get it. Let's exist in this present day, in this present moment, and just fully embody and appreciate what we have right now. And 10 for the day. What a beautiful, amazing day to be alive. Let's claim the day, our accomplishments, what we want to be, see, feel, hear, do, show up, and revel in the fact that we are powerful co-creators of our current moment and can interact and create and change until we have something that we like and desire. So those are the affirmations. Okay, daily message. Let's take a moment. What is coming through? Okay. I'm getting the sense that there is somebody that has not fully confusion, but it's like curiosity, but confusion of what they want to see, where they want to go. I just get a person standing there and trying to make a decision, and they're not really stressed. It's just, which direction do I take? So my message for you, whoever you are, is what do you want to see more of? So in life, it's very easy, as we are human and we have survival instincts. What the brain does is it points out all the things that could kill you, harm you, aren't good for you. Extend that list. But the thing is, we have so much less danger than what our brain actually gives us. And our brain's just always looking out for things that, this could probably hurt you emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, environmentally. And so a lot of our attention are already at that point kind of sabotaged in a way, because it's not actually going to things that are of our highest good. And while we do need some of those survival skills, It's a little bit unbalanced. So the question you can ask yourself is, what do you want to see more of? Right? Like playing into anytime you need to go somewhere, make a decision, something isn't coming through clearly, or what it appears to be clearly, information feels blocked from you. You can ask yourself, what do I want to see more of? What feels so good, or what would feel so good right now for me to interact with? And if you're thinking, I don't know why this came to my head, so maybe some of you are thinking of this, but the answer, I just saw someone sitting there and going, a sandwich. Great. You know, maybe you do your best thinking while you're eating a sandwich. Start giving yourself the things that you want to interact with. Maybe it's you try somewhere new for a sandwich, and that sparks some ideas about what newness means to you, or how you want to interact with newness. And so whatever comes to mind, like, start following that. The other thing that you can do for yourself, and I've taught this as a tool on my channel quite a few times, but it's so powerful. I'm going to teach it to you guys again today. Okay. So you're standing here, right? That might be good. Okay, so you're standing here, and you're going to ask yourself a question, and inside, your subconscious already knows all the answers, right? Sometimes that's not, we have a hard time connecting with that. So you're going to ask yourself a question. My name's Rebecca. If you lean forward, it's so hard to show this. Maybe, yes, I am leaning forward. Okay. If you lean forward, the answer is a yes. It is a truth. My name is Jill. If you lean back, it is a no. And while it might look like I'm the one forcing that movement, I'm not. You will feel, that's an easy way to test it out, just to get an idea of what that sensation is going to feel like when you're pulled forward or when you're pulled backwards. For me, what I usually feel is it's an energy right here in the center of my chest, and then it almost like pulls me kind of forward and down in a way, so that I'm pulled forward. Back, I always get kind of like I don't know what you would call that shape, but it kind of looks like it's a line down, across, and then a line up. So from that, it pulls me from almost like my shoulders back. And sometimes when it's really strong, I feel it in my upper back, right underneath my neck, in a line, and that pulls me back. So figure out what your sensations are. There's other ways to do it. You can do it with your fingers, hands, or like arms. I think maybe a few other ways. I don't really know those ways. I wasn't taught them. But that doesn't mean that they don't all work the same with different like sensations. So trust that the answer you're getting is the truth, because it's really your subconscious, like you're interacting with your subconscious. It is an incredibly powerful tool. And the more you interact with it, and the more that you trust it and trust yourself, the easier it's going to be. Like, I'll use that for quite a few things now, where I'm like, oh, I don't know. Oh, don't know? Cool. I'm just going to go into that tool because I know that that is going to work out in the best case scenario for me. And if you get an answer that's confusing to you, or sometimes I've gotten both yeses and nos, then that means I have to ask more questions to clarify if there's other things that are kind of interwoven in those desires. So, if you are at the moment when you are trying to make a decision, because I get the sense that whoever you are, it's not a major decision. You aren't
choosing, it's not like you're choosing if you're going to marry someone or get a house somewhere, like make a major move or make a major career shift. But it's at least like a significant choice, and you're like, I don't have clarity around this. Or maybe you aren't sure how to start thinking about it. It's just like you had a thought and you know you need to make a choice, but you aren't really even sure what the choice is supposed to be. I'm just getting a general sense of like, yeah, I just don't know where to start. Ask yourself, what do you want to see more of? You're going to eventually get to where you need to be. And use that tool. It just makes making decisions so easy. It cuts a lot of that confusion out. And then any answer I get, I just trust. And I'm like, great, okay, we're going to do this. And that in turn will help you to make stronger and more clear decisions. That's all for today, guys. Hope that was helpful. Let me know what you think of today's message. I love you all. I hope you guys are doing well. But what are you grateful for? What are you affirming for yourself in your day today? How is your day going? How are you? Let me know. Love talking to you guys. And I will see you guys for tomorrow's video. We got a deer. Hopefully we'll get more tomorrow. Love you. Bye.